Everybody ready? Okay. I guess when did you find out that Nebraska was going to be doing this for the three of you, and what was that moment like for you?
Well, the good thing about Nebraska is you have so many relationships. I have a good relationship with Coach Bolt, Curtis Ledbetter, Jeff Christie. So I knew a while ago that they were going to do this, or that they had the idea to put this together. So just to be a part of this is pretty amazing, and to share it with legends like Darren Erstad and Shane Comini. I couldn't ask for anything more.
What was your reaction when you knew for sure that it was happening? Because it's a really special moment for all of you.
Just excited. Couldn't believe that they hadn't done it before. So to be the first group to be able to go in, and like I said, to share it with Shane and Darren, it's an honor. So just going to try to soak it in with my family and with those guys, and enjoy the moment, and hopefully be a good representation of the first jerseys retired. So.
When was the last time you came to a game?
The last time I was at a game is when I got thrown out in the Super Regional. So I was driving here from Kansas City actually today with the family, and I was trying to think of the last time I was at a game, and that was the last game at Nebraska. Obviously playing professional, I couldn't really make it out here, and then ever since I've been retired, my two older boys play baseball in the summer, so always busy. So it's definitely something that brings back a lot of good memories, besides getting kicked out, coming back here to this field.
Now that you're back, you talked about having your two boys. Do they ask all the time about your time here in Nebraska?
They do. They ask about a lot of things. They love baseball. They love all sports. So always asking questions and always trying to teach them some of the things I've learned over the years. So 12 and 9 right now, so just kind of in the midst of things, and somehow I'm getting dragged into coaching every sport. So I think all the parents know that I'm retired and I have a lot of free time. So, but it's fun. I'm happy to do it.
What are some of the things you learned being at Nebraska that you share with them?
Oh yeah, growing up, it was always my dream to be a Major League Baseball player, and going to Lincoln Southeast here in Lincoln was. I started to get a little sense that I might get drafted out of high school, and I never did. So a little frustrated at that time, but it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because coming here just grew me as a ball player, as a man on and off the field. And looking back on it now, I don't think I would have had the career I had if it wasn't for this place. It gave me every opportunity as far as teammates, coaches, facilities, school, everything. So that's kind of why I wanted to give back. Once I got to the major leagues and I got my first big deal, first thing I wanted to do was give back to the reason I got to where I was. So I owe everything to Nebraska, and I'm happy to have my jersey retired, and hopefully, like I said, be a good representation of this university.
You said you haven't been back in a while. Obviously, you have a favorite memory now that you're coming up, now that you're back here to the market?
A lot of good memories, a lot of good friendships. I think that's the coolest thing once you get done, is just all the friendships you have over the years. But it was always a goal to go to Omaha. I grew up actually, wanting to go play baseball at LSU, and then it was actually Shane Comini and Will Bolt and those teams that started having success with Dave Van Horn, and started to go to the College World Series, and that's when I started getting the itch to come here. And I remember the first day I could sign to go to the University of Nebraska, I did with Dave Van Horn, and it was a dream come true, and it's just so many good memories. But going to the World Series when we clinched, even though I got thrown out that game, that was the celebration afterwards with the fans and everything was probably you could probably ask every guy on that team, that was probably the best memory.